and we feel the summer breeze as we cruise along on a free ride away with Polygon.
Greetings and welcome to the Polygon Owner's Manual program. Thank you for purchasing your ultimate Polygon bicycle. In this program, we will take you through the entire Owner's Manual, teach you how to tweak the little odds and ends, and get on the road and get started with your new Polygon bike. The real fact about Polygon is that all bikes aren't the same, even though you might think they all look alike. Because Polygon bikes are built through a long, detailed process, starting from the original design, going all the way through the manufacturing. And in the end, you get, combined with the components, the excellent components in Polygon, an incredible operating machine. Polygon means quality. What do I mean when I say quality? Well, I'm considering three facts. Before I mention the long, detailed process of quality that comes from the engineering. A second fact would be the welds of the bike. Look at the welds on your bike. They're all adhered perfectly. The last point that I'm making pertains to the superior components that you have on your bike. They're the top name brand in the industry. As an international grade bicycle, Polygon is always concerned about safety standards, which all the components are qualified from the quality control testing procedures. That's why comfort and safety are always synonymous with the Polygon name. Before taking any steps further to the main programs, we would like to remind you, please don't forget to send your Polygon warranty card in as soon as possible. Now let's go to the first segments of our program.
Technology, arts, style, and comfort blend into perfect design. Brings happiness and joy in your life. You'll get real style and comfort.
On a free ride away with Polygon.
For your safety, before you hit the road, you're going to need two tools. One is a Phillips head screwdriver, and the second is a 5x6 millimeter hexagon key. In order to align the bike, fit your body, you have to set the height and the position of your bicycle handlebars with its stem. Make sure that all are in a straight line, centered to the frame and the front wheel. Use the hexagon key to adjust it, but always pay attention to the insertion point. Give enough spare space for the head stem so it's safely attached to the bike. Then check if there's a crack in it. Not too high, not too low. That's the key to adjust the seat post and the saddle height. Too low forces you to make too much effort when you're pedaling because your knees can't straighten to the lowest position. Set the paddle too high and it's difficult to pedal, easy to tumble over when you stop. But like I mentioned before, check the insertion point. Make sure that there's enough space to make the seat post adhere to its frame. The perfect riding position is when your feet can easily reach the ground and your knees are bent slightly in a straight position when the pedals reach its lowest point. Every Polygon bicycle is specially designed for the purpose to get optimum results. As the rider, you have to support it with a perfect riding position. There's a difference between city bike riding and mountain bike riding. Like the city bike, for instance. When you're riding in the streets, you need a straight back, your head's up, you're seeing the cars and the people around you, versus mountain bike riding where you're hunched over more so, you're taking rocks and bumps and stumps and all the rest, as opposed to road biking where you're going to be hunched over the frame deep so it's aerodynamic and you can maximize your speed. Then check the wheels and the tires. Check the air pressure of the bicycle tires. Then lift the front wheel off the ground. Give it a spin to check the hub bearing. Use the brake pads as the fixed points to see if the rim or tire is not running straight. It'll wobble from side to side if it's not. Do the same process for the rear ones as well. Then check the quick release. Make sure that it is perfectly attached. If your bike has a frame or fork suspension, you can adjust it to your height and your weight and riding style. For frame suspension, you can adjust it by turning the spring seat clockwise to decrease the sag. What does that mean? It means that it'll be less bouncy. Now, if you want it more bouncy, you need to turn it counterclockwise to increase the sag. It's your choice, but remember the seat post end is only 1 centimeter travel space minimum. In order to adjust fork suspension, turn the knob clockwise or counterclockwise. If it becomes stuck and it's too hard, you can break out a set of pliers and loosen them. When you test your bicycle brakes by pulling the brake lever, good condition brakes won't take that much effort when you squeeze them. If you have to squeeze very hard, you're going to need an adjustment. The first part of the brake system that's going to need to be checked is the brake cables. If it is possible, pull them more so. You can pull them till they stretch fairly taut. On your V-brakes, the brake adjuster is on the brake mechanism. Adjust it by using a screwdriver. It doesn't matter whether it's counterclockwise or clockwise, you can tighten it up. But remember, the movement and the position of the brakes has to be centered. For the disc brake bicycle user, it's easier to adjust. Use brake cable adjuster on the brake mechanism attached to the fork. Again, with an emphasis on safety, your own safety. My advice is check your brakes before you go out riding. The gear system is the most complex mechanism on the bike. So if you have any problems with this component, we recommend that you visit your nearest Polygon dealer. But if you want to do a simple adjustment for yourself, here are several tips. If there's a problem with the chain gear system, you need to check whether the chain runs silently on the top speed gear setting. The smallest rear gear combines with the largest chain wheel. Check its alignment. If it is misaligned, adjust the gear. Use a Phillips head screwdriver for this screw, the H screw, to turn it clockwise or counterclockwise to make the jockey wheel align with the index gear, which is the smallest gear, so it won't move side to side or back and forth. Second, set the low limit. Move the rear gear to the largest gear, this is the L screw, so that the chain is aligned to the jockey wheel. If you hear a clicking or grinding noise, turn the cable adjuster attached to both mechanisms either clockwise or counterclockwise. Do this similar technical procedure if you want the gear limit adjustment for the chain wheel, which means the front part of the bike. Now that your Polygon bike is perfectly tuned, here's a 5-point checklist to ensure your enjoyment. First, clothes. Bring a jersey, shorts, and gloves. Number 2, headgear. Consider bringing a helmet, sunglasses, or if you're really cool, you can call them shades. Number 3, footwear. If you have toe clips, you're going to need special shoes. Number 4, expect to sweat on your Polygon bike. Hydrate. You're going to need a water bottle or a drinking sack. And lastly, if you are particularly fastidious, you're going to need a heart rate monitor. Congratulations, now you are ready. Enjoy your ride. Let's go. There are several useful tips to consider before embarking on a trip, so here they are. First, a little advice to enjoy your outdoor cycling activities. Most Polygon bikes provide quick-release wheels that are easy to detach and load inside your car with the rest of the bike, though the use of bicycle car racks can be helpful. The ultimate is to hit the road or mountain trail with friends, but please remember, when traveling within a group, keep a safe distance from one another. And if you're traveling in an urban area, be on the lookout for traffic. Polygon provides you with many specific types of bicycles to fulfill your cycling aspirations. For fun, for leisure, for sports, you name it. Having a front and rear light on your bike is very important. All of Polygon's bikes are equipped with front and rear wheel reflectors. There are several instances to be prepared for while riding. When least expected, the chain can jump gears and move, but thanks to the micro adjuster attached to the gear shifters, the rider can readjust the gears while riding the bike. Simply turn the micro adjuster clockwise or counterclockwise to fix the problem. If the rider has a problem with the brakes, the adjuster is on the brake lever. So he or she can adjust the brakes, whether clockwise or counterclockwise, by turning it. It's very simple to do.
Technology, arts, style, and comfort.
On a free ride, away with Polygon.
After cycling, you may need to clean your bike. Cleanup is easy, so there's little reason for keeping your bike in good condition. To do it, you need an old toothbrush, a piece of cloth, and a bucket of soapy water. To clean a dirty chain rings, and sprockets, use the cloth and the old toothbrush to reach the difficult parts. If the chain and all the parts are loaded with mud and grime, wash them away with the soapy water. After cleaning, dry your bike and don't forget to lubricate it, because there's a chance the water will go into the bearings. However, if you lubricate the derailleur system beforehand, it will seal dirt into the bearing. So always clean your bike in the following sequence. Wash it, dry it thoroughly, and then lube it. The following components should be lubricated every 3 months. Lubricate the attachment cables, brake levers. Be careful not to squirt the brake pads. Lubricate the rear gear mechanism and the jockey wheel bearings. Lubricate the inner cables where they exit from the outer cables. And lastly, and most importantly, lubricate the chain and the sprockets. We've reached the end of our technical discussion. Now we can focus on basic maintenance and the tools you need to use. Here's what you need: an 8, 9, 10, and 11 millimeter size metric spanners, ring and open-ended, screwdrivers, 1 or 2, plus a Phillips, various sized pliers, and last, 4 to 6 millimeter hexagon key for the many bicycle bolted parts. Please inspect the components of your bike regularly in order to operate the bike smoothly. If you don't feel confident in checking the components yourself, please consult your local Polygon representative. First, check the cables. The most likely place for the cable to fray is below the cable clamp. If there is enough cable, you can just snip it off. After cutting the cable, don't forget to extend it back to the original shape of a circle. Then check the brake pads and their surface to see if they are already worn out or not. Don't forget to make sure that your bicycle's chain and gear system is in perfect condition. Check its intensity and its flexibility. For the pedal and the crank, make sure they are perfectly attached and spin smoothly. For the frame and the headset components, including the handlebar and its stem, check if there are any cracks or rust. Check if your Polygon bike suspension is still working perfectly or not. If the suspension is already stiff, you can have it replaced. The last component to check is the wheel. Check the squareness of the tire, then check the spoke and the nipples to see if there's any rust on them. If you plan to put your bike in storage for any duration of time, set the chain on the largest chain ring and the smallest gear for the sprockets. Don't forget to make sure that the bike is positioned straight up. Polygon has a great range of bicycles, specially designed for every purpose and activity. Like this one, Cyclos, a racing bike. The frame is specially designed for road speed riding. Its lightness, its aerodynamic frame, allows the rider to maximize optimum speed. As for Polygon's mountain bikes, we have a broad range for the serious rider, the Zenith Tracks, the Tensor, which have alloy frames and components the pros use. These types of Polygons are specially designed for mountain tracks and for those who love a challenge. And then the Anvil, dual suspension mountain bike with a uniquely designed alloyed frame. And Extrada, an alloy frame with a classy design. The Takeda, a dual suspension Y-frame MTV and hammer for the downhill action. The Evolution, with a revolutionary high-10 Evo frame and a biaxial down tube. And the oversized high-10 tube MTB's Unitoga Premier is fine for the daily user. As for the city riders, Polygon offers the Sierra and the Vista, specially designed by Polygon designers for urban navigation. The upright riding position means the rider can wear very casual clothes. And it even has a basket and a carry on its back, so it's suitable for shopping. Polygon offers the classic BMX, the Swift Freestyle Hopper, designed for extreme racing, acrobatics, and freestyle tricks. For the young child, Polygon offers the 16-inch Trekker and Innova, and the 20-inch Rush and the Junior. And for those who want to make an impression, Polygon offers a 2-seat bicycle for a friend, for a family member, or even for that spouse if you want to ride off into the sunset.
Technology, arts, style, and comfort.
On a free ride, away with Polygon.
There are more reasons to cycle today than ever before. The technology is incredible. It helps improve your lifestyle, your comfort, your enjoyment of your bike, and then add in all the gear, the shorts, the shoes, the helmet, the shades. Did I forget anything? There are so many reasons. It's an incredible time to take your bike out and go out and maximize your enjoyment. So let me add to everything that I was saying beforehand. We've got the bottles, the water sacks, the pump, the cyclo monitor, the heart rate monitor. We even have a mud guard if you're riding through a ton of slop. Now, to secure your bike, use these specially designed bicycle locks. There are several types to keep those thieves off your beautiful Polygon bicycle. Now, you know more about your Polygon, and if you have any questions, anything about your bike whatsoever, just click on our official website at www.polygon.com. polygoncycle.com, and our Polygon staff will get back to you as soon as possible. Because it's about you and it's about your Polygon. Welcome to the new world of bicycling, a free ride with Polygon.
I wanna feel free. Take me away, embraced in your love. Let me feel the summer breeze as we cruise along on a free ride away with Polygon.
Technology, arts, style, and comfort blend into perfect design. Brings happiness and joy in your life. You'll get real